Good evening, everybody. So, today I am sharing the final revisions to the epilogue for my Matthew Perry Memorial Fanfiction Anthology, Uncle Chandler I Love You. This basically is the chapter that focuses on Chandler's death and, because and I have updated the chapter to include the part about the cause of death, because I finally figured out how I wanted to work that in. So, in the 19 Devastation, Uncle Chandler I Love You epilogue. In the 19 years since Rachel left to go to Paris and her friends went their separate ways, I have kept in touch with most of them sporadically. Rachel and Uncle Chandler and Auntie Monica have kept in touch with me the most. Emma is now 21, and Jack and Erica are 19. I can't believe how fast they have grown up. I am so proud of them. Emma is a junior at Marymount, Manhattan, where she is following in Rachel's footsteps and studying fashion. She lives in Greenwich Village with her cousin Chandler, who is one of Frank Jr. and Alice's triplets, and they have a goal of eventually starting their own fashion magazine. I think that is super cool. Jack and Erica are 19. Jack went to Johnson & Wales to study culinary arts, and Erica is in Boston at BU studying journalism and international affairs. She is transferring to Ohio State next semester so she can bond more with her birth mother, Erica. I am really going to miss her when she moves. I recently visited Emma at college and loved hanging out with her. Central Perk has been closed for a while, and a new coffee shop has opened up in its place. We had a great time. This past Saturday night, my phone buzzed at 7:30. When I opened my phone and saw the text message from Rachel, my heart fell to the pit of my stomach. Uncle Chandler died. My fingers started to shake as I entered her speed dial code and called her right away. What happened? What happened? I whispered. He went to take a bath and did not wake up. Do we know a cause of death? It is suspected that he had a heart attack, but we won't know for sure until the coroner's report and toxicology reports comes back. I didn't even get to say goodbye. Rachel took a deep breath. I know, baby girl, neither did I. I'm really going to miss him so much, Rachel. He loved you to pieces, sweetheart. His heart may have given out, but you always had a piece of it. I hung up the phone, threw myself down on my bed, and stared up at the ceiling. My hand immediately flew to my neck where the bat signal necklace hung. The breeze through the window blew across my neck and flew to my ear, gently tickling it. Hi, honey, it's me. Tears gathered at the corners of my eyes. Hi, Uncle Chandler, I whispered. Don't cry, Angel. Remember what I said at the wedding? I nodded slowly. You said as long as I wear this necklace, you'd always be here for me. I meant what I said. I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone, okay? Why'd you have to go, Uncle Chandler? There was a brief pause. The coroner's office and toxicologists may not know yet, but I do. My heartbeat quickened. You do? My past demons did me in. It was the drugs and alcohol, honey. My heart gave out. It was time to go. Oh, Uncle Chandler. You died alone, just like you predicted that day where you were cleaning out Mr. Heckles' apartment. There was another pause. I know, Angel. I wanted to let you know that I was not in any pain. I dabbed at my eyes. You weren't? No, I wasn't. I was actually really happy. Really? Another pause. Yes, really. I had great friends, and I had you, baby Angel, my best friend. Fresh tears gathered at the edges of my eyes. You're my best friend, too, Uncle Chandler. You were always my baby angel, sunshine girl. You were always my sunshine girl, baby angel. Thank you for brightening all my days. I dabbed at my eyes. You're welcome, Uncle Chandler. Honey, can you promise me something? I sat up and grabbed another wad of tissues from the box on my bedside table. Yes, I can, Uncle Chandler. I want you, Auntie Monica, Jack, and Erica to take care of each other, okay? The four of you were always the loves of my life. I nodded and dabbed at my eyes. I promise, Uncle Chandler, I love you. I love you always, Sunshine Girl. A week later, I was on a train to Manhattan because I was going to Uncle Chandler's funeral and staying with Emma at her apartment in Greenwich Village. She met me at the Grand Central Station. How are you doing? She whispered as she put her arm around me. I kissed my cousin's forehead gently. As good as I can, honey. How about you? All right. I was just as close to Uncle Chandler as you were, so it has been really hard for me. I rubbed her back gently. I know, Em. Do you want to know something? What? The night he died, his spirit spoke to me through my bat signal necklace. Emma's eyes grew wide. Really? What did Uncle Chandler say? I squeezed her hand gently. One thing he told me was that he was happy when he died and not in any pain. He also told me not to be sad. I bet he'd probably tell you not to be sad too. Emma dabbed at her eyes with a tissue. I need to hear that. Thanks, Janine. You're welcome, sweetheart. I love you, Emma. I love you too, Emma whispered. When is the funeral? Tomorrow morning. Auntie Monica texted me and she is picking us up around 4 and we are staying at her house. I nodded. Okay. Auntie Monica's minivan pulled up in front of Emma's apartment at 4:15 p.m. Hello, my darlings. Hey, Auntie Monica. What time is the funeral tomorrow? Emma asked. 10 a.m. Emma and I nodded. Okay. When we got to the house, I went to my room immediately to unpack my suitcase. Auntie Monica stood in my doorway. Can we talk, honey? She whispered. I nodded. Auntie Monica sat down on my bed and patted the bedspread. Auntie Monica is right here, Angel. I sat down next to her and she wrapped me in a hug. I wanted to tell you about a conversation that Uncle Chandler and I had before he died. My eyes grew wide. What did he say? He said that his biggest regret was kissing you at our wedding, and he knew how it destroyed his relationship with both of us. I exhaled. That's good to know. I always felt guilty over the years about messing up your relationship. Auntie Monica rubbed my back. I know, baby girl. He loved the two of us so deeply and hated hurting both of us. He told me to tell you that he wants you to stop feeling guilty, and I want the same for you. Nothing about that situation was ever your fault. I kissed her cheek softly. I love you, Auntie Monica. I love you too, sweetheart. I will always be here for you no matter what, okay? I nodded. Auntie Monica, Uncle Chandler's spirit talked to me through my necklace the day that he died. Auntie Monica smiled. He spoke to me too, honey. I am willing to bet he said the same thing to both of us. About you, me, Jack, and Erica taking care of each other. Tears filled Auntie Monica's eyes. Yes, baby angel. He wants all of us to be together. Do you want to move in with us? My eyes met hers. Absolutely. After traveling back and forth to visit you guys for so many years, I think it's time for a change. Auntie Monica kissed my forehead. I will talk to your parents about you moving in with us within the next month. Jack and Erica are really excited for you to live with us, and I think Emma is excited about you being closer to her too. I snuggled deeper to embrace. I am so excited, Auntie Monica, I whispered. Auntie Monica rubbed my back. So are we. At the funeral, I sat in between Uncle Ross and Rachel. Rachel squeezed my hand. Uncle Chandler is right here with you today, honey, she whispered. I leaned my head on her shoulder and did not reply. Rachel kissed my forehead gently. Uncle Ross and I love you so much, Janine. I love you too. I am moving in with Auntie Monica soon. I can't wait to be closer to you all. Rachel rubbed my back. I know. She told me yesterday before she got here. We couldn't be happier. You have felt like a member of our family for years, and now we can finally bond and get to know you better. At the gravesite, I stood in between Erica and Emma. Erica squeezed my hand gently. I kissed my goddaughter's forehead. Erica, how are you doing? She dabbed at her eyes with a tissue. Nothing is going to be the same without him. I know, baby girl. There were 10 minutes of silence. Do you want to know something, honey? Erica nodded. His spirit talked to me the day that he died. Erica's eyes grew wide. What did Daddy tell you? He told me that he was happy and grateful for his family and friends and not in any pain. Erica dabbed at her eyes with a tissue. Did you know that his spirit spoke to Mom too? I nodded. Yes, I did. He wants the four of us to look out for each other. We were the loves of his life. Mom said you're moving in with us soon. I am so excited. I kissed her forehead again. So am I, baby girl. You and Emma and I will go on so many adventures together, and I can't wait. Your dad doesn't want us to be sad, okay? Okay, I love you, Janine. I love you too, Erica. 3 weeks later, I was helping Auntie Monica decorate the living room for Christmas. I grew wistful all of a sudden. Auntie Monica looked at me. What are you thinking about, honey? I smiled at her, just remembering that day that we had, I need to rephrase this. Just remembering the fun time we had when you taught me the dance that you and Uncle Ross did on Dick Clark's New Year's Eve. Auntie Monica had a wistful look in her eyes too. I was remembering when Uncle Ross dressed up as a holiday armadillo and Uncle Chandler saying the earth would implode if the holiday armadillo and Santa stayed in the same room for too long. We had some fun times in the apartments above Central Park, didn't we, Auntie Monica? Auntie Monica smiled through the tears that were starting to fall down her cheeks. The hardest thing for me was that soon after Emma was born, Carol and Susan got full custody of Ben because they thought Uncle Ross was an unfit parent. I nodded. They took him to go to boarding school in London, right? Auntie Monica nodded. Yes, they did. Luckily, Rachel was able to reconnect with Carol and Susan and Ben when they moved to Paris, and he was able to have a relationship with Emma. Did Ben ever end up moving back to America? Auntie Monica shook her head. Nope. That's why he wasn't at Uncle Chandler's funeral. He has always stayed in touch with us, though. We got a nice bouquet of flowers from him and his family. How many kids does he have? Twins, a boy and a girl. The boy is named after Uncle Chandler, and the girl's name is Allison. Will I ever get to meet them? Auntie Monica smiled. Carol, Susan, Ben, Trevor, and the kids are coming to visit us next month. I can't wait to see them again. The bone interrupted our conversation. Mom, as the toxicologist with the results of Dad's autopsy, Jack called from the kitchen. The phone call lasted 10 minutes. When Auntie Monica re-entered the living room, she was dabbing at her eyes with a fresh wad of tissues. She collapsed on the couch and patted the cushion next to her. Come sit down, honey, she whispered. What did the toxicologist say, Auntie Monica? He overdosed on ketamine, she whispered. I am so confused. I thought he was doing infusion therapy to help with his anxiety and depression. Auntie Monica nodded. His last infusion therapy appointment was 10 days before he died. I am pretty sure that he had extra pills in the medicine cabinet that he must have taken and then got into the bathtub and drowned. His spirit told me that he was happy the night that he died. Auntie Monica pulled me close. He was hiding his sadness for a long time, honey. I think that deep down inside, all of us knew that. Tears were flowing down my cheeks. He died alone, Auntie Monica, just like he predicted that day when we were cleaning out Mr. Heckles' apartment. Auntie Monica's eyes filled with shock. That's news to me. I sighed. I was with him when he had his anxiety attack, Auntie Monica. He told me he was scared about ending up like Mr. Heckles, and as I just said, he ended up being right. Auntie Monica kissed my forehead. He told me before he died that he was really grateful for all of those conversations that the two of you had when you were snuggled together in your bed in apartment 20. Really? Fresh tears gathered at the edges of Auntie Monica's eyes. I remember when we first started dating, and his eyes lit up whenever he talked about you. That is when I knew that you were such a special little girl. You were his whole world, my precious girl, and I couldn't be more grateful that he brought you into mine. I nestled my head into her chest. I love you, Auntie Monica. Auntie Monica rubbed my back. I love you too, sweetheart. After a few minutes, Auntie Monica pulled a blanket over us and her arms enveloped around me. Let's take a nap, okay? I nodded. Okay. I shut my eyes, finding comfort in her embrace. A breeze blew through the opening in the living room window, flew around my neck, and tickled my ear. I love my beautiful girl so much, and I am so happy that you can be together. Look out for Auntie Monica as Erica prepares to move to Ohio. Okay, baby angel. I smiled. You got it, Uncle Chandler. We love you too. So, as people know, I have been writing Friends fan fictions since March of 2023. And I kind of, so initially my story, the one with Ben's wedding, was going to be the last fan fiction that I was writing. But then after Matthew Perry died, I decided to write this anthology series of episode reflections based on Chandler-centric episodes and Chandler-centric plot lines in certain episodes of Friends. And I mostly wrote this fan fiction as a way to process my grief over Matthew Perry dying, and I appreciate everybody listening. And I know that not everybody pays attention to my videos with contents about Friends, but I would really appreciate your thoughts on my fan fiction, and I will post the link in the description to this video so you can read the whole thing. And I also wrote a more mature version of this epilogue, which if you would like to read that version of the epilogue, I will send a private link in an email to you if you would like to read it, because this is the more PG-13 version of the epilogue that is inspired by the celebrity crush on Matthew Perry that I had when he was originally on Friends. So, thank you for listening to me share these fanfiction chapters, and I look forward to your feedback. Have a great night.